year 2023 is coming to an end. Preparations for celebrating the new year have also begun. But don't lose momentum in the enthusiasm of New Year celebrations to the extent that you forget your essential tasks that you need to perform in the last month of this year, because these tasks are directly related to your money. If you haven't performed these tasks yet, then do it now before any problems arise. Let's find out what are these tasks and why are these so crucial and how to complete those tasks. The first task is to update nominations. The market regulator SEBI has set December 31st, 2023 as the last date for updating, adding or removing nomination details in mutual funds and Demat accounts. If you don't update your nomination details by the deadline, then your account could be frozen. This means you won't be able to sell your mutual funds. You also will not be able to transfer funds between different mutual funds. Similarly, updating nomination details in the Demat account is now mandatory. If you don't want to keep a nominee in the Demat account, you also need to provide this information. If you don't update your nominee by December 31st, you won't be able to use the funds in your Demat account for trading, that is, buying and selling of shares. But how do you update the nominee in the Demat account? Let's find out. To update the nominee details, visit the official website of the National Securities Depository Limited, that is NSDL, www.nsdl.co.in. Click on Demat Nominate Online, enter DPID, client ID and PAN details. You'll receive an OTP on the registered mobile number linked to the Demat account. After that, you can input the nominee details and e-sign through Aadhaar. Once you enter the Aadhaar OTP, you will be able to update details. Similarly, to add a nominee in mutual funds, visit the CAMS website. It is www.camsonline.com. Select mutual fund investors, then click on nominate now and then enter the PAN number. After that, you will see the details of your mutual funds account. You can register, change or remove the nominee by clicking on the account. These are the steps for mutual funds or Demat accounts, and apart from these, there are many other investments where you should provide nomination details, whether it's the last date for updating the nominee or not. In financial products like bank accounts, fixed deposits, small savings schemes, insurance policies, employee provident fund and bank lockers, you should add a nominee to all types of financial products. Many times people leave the nominee column blank. This is a wrong practice. Nominee is essential in any investment scheme so that if the investor passes away due to some unfortunate incident, his funds can easily be transferred to the right person. The nominee can be your legal heir or a close person. If the nominee is not a legal heir, then they will work as an agent or trustee obtaining funds on behalf of the legal heir. Without a nominee, legal heirs will have to deal with lengthy legal procedures, and apart from nominee updates, there are two more tasks that you need to do this month. If you haven't filed the income tax return or ITR for FY23 yet, and if you haven't filed your income tax return so far, you still have a chance. Let's find out what this opportunity is and how you can benefit from it. If a person was not able to file his income tax return before the deadline, that is July 31st, he can file a belated return by December 31st under Section 139 subsection 4. When you fill the online return for this, you will need to select belated return filed after the due date option. In the remaining process, earnings, deductions and exemptions are shown similar to when you file normal returns. For belated returns, a fee is charged under Section 234F of the Income Tax Act. For income exceeding 5 lakh rupees, the fee is 5,000 rupees. For small taxpayers, that is those earning less than 5 lakh rupees, the fee will not exceed 1,000 rupees. Filling the return on time is wise, and failing to do so may force you to forfeit tax refunds. You may be unable to claim business losses or house property losses incurred during the year. Taking loans using credit cards or applications for high premium insurance policies may pose challenges, as you may have to show your ITR filings here. Now, the third task is related to bank lockers. If you use a bank locker for essential documents or valuables, you need to sign the new bank locker agreement by December 31st. Failure to do so may force banks to freeze your locker. According to the new rules as implemented by the RBI weapons, cash or lethal items cannot be kept in the bank locker. Similarly, incidents such as fire, theft, violence, or robbery in the locker room due to the bank's negligence will be the bank's responsibility. And if there's any task that you haven't addressed yet, whatever that we mentioned so far, it's better to handle it before December 31st, or else you and your loved ones might face difficulties.